Welcome to Silicon Valley Nonprofits, a service of KMVT Community Media. I'm Bev Lenihan, your host. Today our guest is Jerry Kazmierzak, President of the Assistance League. Thank you for coming today, Jerry. It's nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
Well, I'm really interested to hear more about the Assistance League here in San Jose and the role that volunteers play. So tell me about your mission and the role that volunteers do play in your program.
Our mission is to help the underserved in the community of Silicon Valley. And we are a complete nonprofit. Nobody is paid. Everything is done completely by volunteers.
Including you.
Including me.
Oh, bless you.
89 to 90% of the money that we take in is completely given out to our clients. The rest is for printing, publishing, odds and ends that way.
So volunteers are critical to everything you do.
Extremely critical. We could not function if we did not have the volunteers that we have.
Well, I was very surprised to find out that you have 7 programs. How did you get involved in the first place?
It was interesting. A friend of mine came up to me in church. She said, "What are you doing now?" I said, "I've retired." And so she said, "Well, I have a program for you to get involved with." So she invited me to an informational coffee. I went to it and was very impressed with the programs that they had. And so joined on the spot. And 2 years later, I was on the board.
That's how it goes with a committed volunteer.
Right.
So how long ago was that?
That was 10 years ago.
Oh, see?
I've been in for 10 years.
Oh, it really hit your hot spot.
It did.
Wonderful.
It did.
I have so many of my friends now who are just retiring or looking for new volunteer opportunities, and they'll ask me, do you know any place that I should look at? And Assistance League comes up quite a bit. So we are going to talk about your programs because you have a variety and they may appeal to different kinds of volunteers. So let's start out. Tell me about Operation School Bell.
Operation School Bell, we give free uniforms to children, and it's based completely on socioeconomic. We're in 3 different districts that we give them out, 32 schools we go to, and we actually measure the children. And we're kind of changing a little this year. We're kind of going with our clients in that we were giving white shirts and white socks, and being a mother, you know what white does.
Quite a challenge to keep up with.
Right. And we found out that a lot of our clients, though they were washing the children's clothes, could not afford detergent.
Oh.
So now we're going to black socks and a choice of a black or gray, green and white shirt. So the school will have the choice of the color shirts. We're also starting to work with Marymount. We've had problems with children that are too small or too large and being able to fit them. So Marymount's going to work with us so that we can now fit all of the children that we work with.
Being inclusive. That's wonderful.
That's what we're trying to do.
Yes, and listening to the changing needs, which we always have to do, for sure. Well, that's a very helpful program, I'm sure. And the next one is, this is one of my favorites, Readers Are Leaders.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Is it?
We go into 9 schools, 32 classrooms, 6 times a year. Wow. And we bring 2 books with us to read to them. They might be a science book. It might be a true biography. We did the true story of Winnie the Pooh this past year.
The true story. Oh.
Some of them are just fun books. And then we get to leave the books there for the children. And we also leave a class set in the library so the children are able to check them out. One of my favorite stories about that is we give them surveys to fill out each year. And just 2 weeks ago, one of the little boys wrote down, "Nobody in my family reads to me because they're too busy. Here's my phone number. If you contact my mom, you can come read to me at home."
I love it.
So it's like they love the program. They love the program.
Oh, that's terrific. My mom's too busy.
And, my mom's too busy.
And this is true with so many families. And but getting them to love the books is really what it's all about.
Right, and that's why we do it. And so there's the truth, and then there's the fun books, just to read for fun.
I love the truth about Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
How about a sister shelter? Tell us about that.
Sister Shelter, we work with both Family Supportive Housing and City Team.
I know them both. Very good.
Okay, Family Supportive Housing, we cook meals for them once a month.
Well, good.
And we do enrichment programs for the children. We did a bird exhibit, and the kids got to hold the birds. There was a petting zoo. And we do a Christmas boutique where the children can come and pick presents for their families, and then we wrap them for them, and they get to take them. We deliver them to their apartments, and they get to deliver them on Christmas Day.
And I know that's one of the most important programs for family supportive housing.
It is, and the children feel like they're really doing something with it.
Yeah.
With City Team, we help them sort their clothes and distribute them, and we work there every Tuesday. And there's a lot of volunteers that will go every Tuesday and work.
Now, where do you keep all these clothes that you're
They have
sorting?
them there. City Team has a
so
clothes closet.
Your volunteers go to their location.
We go to their location.
Something for everyone here.
There is.
Whatever turns them on. The next one is Caring Hands.
I love Caring Hands. We knit baby layettes, and this is one of our layettes that we deliver.
Very
and
nice.
What we found was the babies at Valley Med were going home in towels. And so we started doing layettes. We've already given them over 1,000 layettes this year.
Oh my goodness. Just this year?
Just this year. We have a lot of knitters, fast knitters. We give them chemo hats, lap blankets, and toddler blankets that they use there. We also, with the bingo program, the Caring Hands gives them prizes. So we'll do lap blankets for them and scarves for their clients also.
So they use that as prizes for the bingo, which is the next program. Boy, this is amazing variety.
And they all work together in helping each other. The bingo, we work at 2 residential facilities. They go in monthly and play bingo with them. And there's some of the residents that have been there for a long time, they line up at the door waiting for them to come in.
Bingo's like that.
They love it. Both facilities take different type of prizes depending on the people that are there and what they need. For them also, we will do lap blankets, we'll do hats, we'll do scarves, we'll do shampoo, the big bottles of shampoo, things that they can use there. We've also, I don't know if our Hug-A-Bear is the next.
Oh, it is. There you go. Hug-A-Bear.
Our bears go to Valley Med. They go to the bingo winners. And they also go to police officers that have them in the trunks of their cars for crisis, children that are in crisis.
Oh my goodness.
They're given out there.
With these cute little t-shirts on?
With t-shirts and our logos on them.
Oh, perfect.
And Family Supportive Housing uses that. So when a new family comes in, if there's a child, they will find a bear on their bed.
That's what I remember, the bears on the bed.
Yeah, there's a bear there. Because it's scary to children coming into a new facility. They've probably been homeless, and now they've got a place to stay, and the bear is there to greet them.
A new friend. That's wonderful. Those are just so cute.
Aren't they cute?
Especially having your logo on. You probably get some thank you notes as a result.
We get a lot of really nice thank you notes. People are so appreciative. And we get them on our webpage. And it was interesting, the other day we got one from a mother thanking us for the baby blankets, the layette set. And she had a picture of the baby. And I thought, I know that blanket. It was a striped one. It's one that I made.
Oh,
but
there you go.
It was just so personal to see something that you made, that you gave away, and there's the baby that's in it.
That's the payoff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you could see that, and now for 10 years you've been getting that kind of wonderful feedback.
Yeah, we get great feedback from, and Family Supportive Housing is always sending us letters. And the schools are so appreciative of what we do, the parents that get the uniforms, and it gives us a good feeling giving back to the community.
Sure.
All of the members love hearing about it. One of the things I've done this year too is having each of those organizations come to our meetings and talk to the members and say, this is what we're doing, and we thank you for all that you do. And it just is something more than just me telling them thank you.
It's a great reinforcement. Absolutely.
It's outside folks coming in.
Oh, that makes a difference, I think, always when it can be that personal.
Right.
It's just really reinforcing. So your members do actually meet together.
Oh yes, we meet monthly, the third Thursday of every month. And have our general meetings, and people that are chair people of all of these programs report back to the members to let them know what's going on and what's happening. We're down to our last 2 meetings for this year because our year ends June 1st.
So, but it sounds like you've accomplished a lot so far. The last program is Kids on the Block.
Actually, it's not the last, but I'll come back to that.
Oh, good.
Kids on the Block is a puppet show that is an anti-bullying show. It's for 3rd graders, and they have the very large puppets that look very real. And they do a anti-bullying program. They have a discussion with the children, and then they also give them a book to take home with them, a pamphlet about anti-bullying that they can go over with their parents.
Very good, very good.
The program you don't have on there is Screening Eyes Early.
Tell us about it.
We test preschool children for what is called lazy eye, amblyopia.
Yes.
If it's not caught by the time a child is 5 years old, they will lose the eyesight in that eye.
Oh my, I didn't know that.
And so we go out to preschools, we test them all, and we put referrals in to ophthalmologists on it. And we've caught at least 5 to 10 cases this year where children have needed glasses or where they've needed some testing done. And it's really a good program. They have so much fun with those little preschoolers and working with them.
Well, there are little games you can play, I'm sure.
That's exactly what they do. There was one little child, they were doing the games with him, and he did great on the game, and then he went over to be tested, and he couldn't do any of the tests.
Oh, gosh.
And so they said, you know, you need to do this game again with him. So they sent him back, and he did the game again, went over to, couldn't do the test. So we realized he could not see to be able to do the test. Send him for a referral. He definitely needed glasses.
For heaven's sake.
And there are doctors that will do it free. They get their glasses
Pro
free.
bono.
Because families can't afford them. But we've caught many, many cases that way.
Well, we want to get you some more volunteers. So
Good.
Tell us one more recent story about a client, and then how people can get a hold of you.
Okay. The Operation School Bell. We had a grandma send us a letter thanking us for the uniform because the children's parents had been killed in a car accident, and grandma was taking care of them, and she could not afford uniforms. And the children were sticking out because they did not have it. Now they felt like they were part of the school.
Sure.
They looked like everybody else.
And you got a letter.
And we got a letter from the grandma.
That's very heartwarming, for sure.
It is, it is.
Well, I think we probably piqued the hearts and minds of some people out there who might like to join you. So how can they find out more about Assistance League and have an informational session and hopefully join you as a volunteer?
They can go to our website, www.alsj.org.
ALSJ.
Assistance League San Jose.org. And they will get all the information they need there. Our informational coffee is going to be held in July. And anybody that wants to come to that is more than welcome, and we'll give them all the information they need, probably more than they need.
Well, it's a great way to kick off the new year, that's for sure.
It is.
Well, all good fortune to you, Jerry, and to Assistance League. You're doing grand work, and I'm sure worthy of many more volunteers to come and join you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.